This review is of C4 Performance Energy Sport and Fitness Popsicle Grape Zero Sugar Energy Drink. Sounds disgusting, and I am really pissed off that this company is using children's flavors, which is going to encourage children to drink stuff that can damage their heart and kidneys. Parents, please do not let your kids have crap like this. Just because it tastes like something that a child would enjoy doesn't mean it's good for the child. Fuel your performance with carnosine, beta-alanine, and 200 milligrams of caffeine, which means 3 cups on 3 different days. Be careful with this stuff. All these beverages that have additives in them, like carnosine, carnitine, taurine, CoQ10, there's always a risk that they may cause health issues. Yeah, so this pisses me off. Blurbs. NSE certified sport, tested and certified for professional and collegiate athletes. Your children are not collegiate and professional athletes. Even if they are professionals, they should not be drinking this crap. 0 artificial colors, 0 sugar. Not for children, not for anybody under 18 years of age or anybody who's pregnant or nursing. Do not use if sensitive to caffeine. Let's see, is there anything else? All right. Nutrition facts. No fat, cholesterol, carbs, or protein. 35 milligrams of sodium. These are the ingredients. So this does have at least some electrolytes. Let's taste it. Okay, please, parents, especially if it has a flavor that children are going to like, this is dangerous. Number one, it's got way too much caffeine in it for any kid to take. Number two, they've added in things like carnosine, which is probably carnitine, and beta power, and I don't even know what that means exactly, but when you buy a product that's flavored for the taste buds of kids and has these additives in it, and you don't tell them, oh, by the way, you can only drink a quarter of this can, you are putting them at serious risk of permanent heart damage and possibly even permanent kidney damage. Now, if you don't know what that means dialysis if they get to the kidney damage stage. That means that however often, depending on how bad the damage is, they're going to have dialysis. And that means they get hooked up to a machine that extracts their blood, cleans it, and puts it back in them. It's a very demanding thing to have done. And if the person who's putting the needle into them doesn't do it right, it leaves a massive bruise. If they have heart damage, that means they'll never be able to have things with caffeine for the rest of their life, because every time they have caffeine, it puts them at risk of a heart attack or something similar. So please, this is not for kids. Yeah, it's a little bit too sweet. Reminds me very much of popsicles and powdered drinks, the kind of things that kids would want to drink. I'm really pissed off at you, C4, for producing something that you're trying to entice children to drink. It is extremely unethical. You need to stop. Pisses me off. This country, I tell you, is just turning into a... Okay, so I'm going to give this a 6. Keep your kids away from it. You don't want them to have to be reliant on a hospital for the rest of their lives. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.
Hi. Thank you for watching my video. And I hate doing this, but things have gotten pretty sketchy with my employer. And without going into all the details, which I have covered at other times, at least in part, I need some financial assistance. If you have the opportunity to do so, that's great. If you don't, even if you can just put in a word of support in the comments, that helps. To have even just that is good. But financially, I need to be able to carry on doing what I'm doing with these channels. Not so much this channel, not so much the Eclectician channel, which is mostly just me learning about stuff and sharing it with you, but with my Glenn's Fast Reviews channel, where most of what you see that I review, I've purchased myself, or I've gotten at a food pantry, or somebody gave to me because they know I do reviews. But I have invested huge amounts of money in it. And at this point, with a little over 1,800 viewers, I'm earning maybe $125 a month, which doesn't cover the cost of what I've done, let alone the ongoing cost. And then even worse than that is my third channel that's the PC Expert Amateur, which I've invested a large sum of money that I should have been saving for my retirement, because I wanted to be able to present a lot of information about fans and air coolers and water coolers for computers and other things as well. And in order to do that, I had two choices. I either had to make deals with manufacturers and sell my soul, or stick to my ethics and pay for things myself in order to not be beholden to somebody and not feel like, oh, I owe them. So yeah, it's pretty costly. And with the situation with my employer, Amazon, in which the workers' compensation company Sedgwick refuses to fix my shoulder, which was injured at work over a period of months last year because Amazon's management refused to abide by their own policies to provide me support. I may end up having to pay for the surgery myself with the help of my insurance, and that will still be very expensive. And then I would be out of work for at least a month. So switching to another job, it would be hard, because if I come to you and I say, hey, I want to work for you, and you're like really interested in me, and then I say, oh, by the way, in the near future, I'm going to be having a shoulder replacement, so I will probably be out of work for a month. You're probably going to say, I'll pass, thanks, though. Which would actually be illegal, and you won't tell me that's why you're not choosing me. But, you know, it is a problem, especially with me being as old as I am. I'm almost 58. So if you could please, if you can either go to the my YouTube channel, Glenn's Fast Reviews, and you can make any kind of a donation on there, any size, any time you want, through that, because that's my monetized channel. Or you can go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/Glenn M.I.I. That's GLENNMII. And you can make a recurring donation. The smallest one I have on there right now is $10. If that's too big for you to give on a monthly basis, let me know. I can always add a smaller one than that. I just need to know. But again, if you are financially strapped, please don't send me money. I don't want somebody else getting into trouble financially just to help me. That would weigh very heavily on my conscience. So thanks again for watching this video, and let's make the world a better place.